Hello and welcome for yoga when it's that time of the month. I don't know if you're like me, but when it's that time of the month, I just feel so ick. My belly feels tight, it feels sore. I just don't want to do a whole lot. And on the first 2 days, I'm really only good for a yin. But come the third or fourth day, I have a little bit more space and a little bit more movement. So I thought I'd create a practice around that kind of time when you have a little bit more space, but you're still in your flow and you don't feel like a full vinyasa style class. So this is going to be quite a gentle movement class where we get a little bit fluid in our movements, just create a little space and a little bit of love for our bellies, because it really is magic. This is the space that creates life, right? So we have to honor it and we have to flow with it rather than against it. So let's begin. Coming onto our hands and knees, we're going to bring our big toes together and your knees as wide as your mat. Sinking your hips back to your heels, walking your hands forward as you come into child's pose. Now in this child's pose, we're going to have a little bit of movement here. So we're just going to rock gently from side to side. And as you rock from side to side, putting a little bit of weight into the right leg and a little bit of weight into the left leg, you'll start to naturally notice your head as well. Your forehead will rock on the mat. Good. Now we're going to inhale, roll up through the spine, and as you roll up, your head and shoulders will be the last thing to come up. We're going to send the arms down beside you, reach the arms overhead, and exhale, turn the palms down and bringing that energy down into the body. This time as you inhale, you might lift those up onto those knees, reaching the arms overhead. And exhale as you lower down the hands, the hips will lower. Inhale, lift. Reaching up, exhale, lower down. Beautiful. Bringing the knees together and just taking the hands onto that belly for a moment. You might take some gentle circles of your belly in one direction. Giving your belly a little massage. And then in the other direction. And then just holding your hands here, closing down your eyes. You're going to bring the thumbs together and your pointer fingers together. So you're creating a little triangle with your hands and just resting them over that womb space as you hold and you breathe here. Beautiful. We're going to take your hips to one side and we're going to extend the right leg out long, bringing that left foot inside of the right thigh. Turning your chest towards your right toes. Inhale, sweeps the arms up. Exhale, folds you forward. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold it. Good. So this is kind of like a little bit of a massage for your belly as you fold forward and then you lift up. So just allowing that, moving with your breath. And then this time as you forward fold, we're just going to hold a moment. We're going to take that right hand to the inside of the right leg and bring the left arm and place the hand just behind the back of the head. Inhale, open. Exhale, taking the elbow down towards the knee. Inhale, that left elbow will open up. Exhale, bring it in. Good. So just fluid here with your movements, moving with your breath. Good. Then extending the left arm up towards the ceiling. We're going to lift up, lower the left hand behind you, pressing down into the hand, the knee, and the foot as you lift the hips. Exhale, circle that right hand back, and as you circle it back, you'll lower the hips. Inhale, the right arm will come forward and you'll lift the hips. Lower as it circles back. Lifting as it circles forward. Good, lowering down and releasing down here. Extend that left leg out, bringing the right foot in. And again, turning the hips over that left foot. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold in. And again, fluid with your movements, moving in time with your breath. This time as you exhale, we're going to hold here, walking that left hand inside of the left foot, bringing the right hand behind the back of the ear and the back of the head. Inhale, open up, reaching the right elbow towards the ceiling. Exhale, right elbow comes down towards the knee. Inhale, open. Exhale, curl. Good, continuing here in time with your breath. And then this time as you lift up through that right arm, extend the arm up, lower the right hand behind you, ground down into the knee and the foot as you lift the hips. Then circle that hand back, lower the hips. As you inhale, sweep that forward, lift the hips, exhale, lower. Good, lowering down and bringing the feet in towards one another. So soles of the feet together, your knees will come wide here, a butterfly shape. Butterflying those knees up and down. And then when you're ready, you might fold forward, bringing those elbows in towards the knees. And rolling up through the spine, coming up to seated. Again, your hands will come beside your knees, lifting them up, and we're going to roll back into that tabletop shape. So once you're here, we're going to start to play with cat-cow. So rounding through the spine, then sending your belly towards the mat, open up through the chest. But we're not just going to stay on the railroad tracks of cat-cow here. We're going to get fluid with it. So as you inhale and curl, you might roll forward. As you exhale, your hips might drop. And you might inhale, lift the hips, round back, sending the hips back. Inhale, rolls you forward. Exhale, drop the hips, open through the chest. Inhale, lift the hips. Send the hips back. Inhale, roll forward. Hips lower. Open up. Exhale, hips lift. Send the hips back. You might do this a few times. Coming through those cat-cow shapes to get you into Sphinx and Child's Pose. And then coming back up into that tabletop shape, walking those knees back and underneath the hips if they've moved slightly. And we'll take some little rolls through the belly. So again, that cat-cow shape, but creating rolls here. Like you are a barrel. And then taking those barrels in the other direction. You might get a little bend into your elbows as you do this. And then coming back to neutral. We're going to tuck the toes of the right foot, send the right leg back, lift it up in line with the hips, coming up onto your fingertips as you round through the spine, step that foot forward. Inhale lifts you up, exhale sinks you in. Good, so inhale lift, exhale sink in. Inhale lift, exhale sinking in. Good, just continuing here. And as you do this, you might begin to circle your arms. So inhale, sweep them forward. Exhale, release them back. And releasing the hands down to the mat. We're going to lower that left hand down, open up through the right arm. Breathe in here. And lower the right hand down. Stepping that right foot back. Tuck the left toes, send the left leg back. Inhale, lift it up in line with your hip. Coming up onto those tented fingers as you step that left foot forward. Inhale, sweep those arms up. Exhale, sink in. Just moving here. And adding in the arms if you feel called to do so. And releasing the arms down and stepping back to tabletop. Oh, I forgot to do that on the other side. Coming into tabletop. We're going to send that left leg back long. Inhale, lift it up in line with the hip. Exhale, step it forward. Good. Inhale, lifting up, reaching the arms up. And as you exhale, you'll sink in. Inhale, lift. Exhale, sink in. So it's just little lifts and lowers here as you sink in. You might end the arms, circling them with your inhales and your exhales. And lower the hands down, keeping the right hand on the mat, open up through the left arm. Release the left hand down, step that foot back. Good. Coming into your tabletop, and we're just going to walk our hips back to our knees and lower off the side of them as you extend those legs in front of you. You might take a gentle bend in your knees today, so you create a little space here. Inhale, reach those arms up, and we'll exhale, fold forward over the legs, bringing the forehead down towards the knees. And again, I've got quite a bend in my knees today, just so I have the space here. For me, folding forward and finding not so much space, but finding comfort in coming closer is something that is really comforting for me on my period days. So if that's you too, this might feel really nice. We're kind of releasing the fluid movement here and coming into a little stillness. Then lifting up, we're going to lower the feet to the mat. We're going to walk our hips a little closer towards your bottom and lower down. Bringing those knees into the chest. Maybe taking the arms around the knees in a gentle rock from side to side. Good. Arms will come to a T shape, and we're going to keep those knees as close to the chest as we can as we lower them down to the right side. Take your gaze out over that left shoulder. Bring those knees in through center. Bringing them as close to the chest as you can. And from this space, we'll then lower them to the left side. And again, take your gaze out over your right shoulder. Bringing the knees in through center, as
close to the chest as you can, wrapping the arms around the knees. And again, maybe taking a gentle rock from side to side. And then taking any final movements you need here before lowering the feet to the mat, extending the legs out long, allowing the feet to drop open, arms come down beside you, palms faced up for your Shavasana. Simply letting go and relaxing here. Maybe today you might find a little more comfort in bringing your hands to the belly, and again bringing the thumbs together and the pointer fingers, creating that little triangle. You might take a wee rub of the belly here, one direction and then the other. And then when you're ready for that stillness, just resting the hands in the center, relaxing the elbows to the mat, relaxing the shoulders, and simply letting go and being present with your body in the Shavasana. And beginning to lengthen your inhales and your exhales, taking some gentle movements in your fingers and your toes. Allow that to become bigger through the wrists and the ankles. And stretching the arms overhead, taking a full body stretch, becoming as tall as you can be in this moment before bending your knees and rolling onto your right side. Pausing on your side for a moment of gratitude for your body and all that it does for you. And then when you're ready, making your way up through seated. Bringing the hands together in front of the heart. This was just a really short practice today to get you moving on days when you're in flow. I hope that it helps you to feel a little bit better on your flow days and that you can come back to it whenever you need it. Thank you so much for joining me today. Namaste. As always, if you did like this class, please give it a thumbs up, hit subscribe to follow along, and hit the notification bell to see when videos drop. I cannot wait to see you again next time, real soon. Bye for now.